Oh, wait, this wasn't gonna work how I thought it would. I wanted it to just play the intro to the court section, and I wasn't gonna say anything until we were in the courtroom. But Phoenix has to talk to us, that's right. Hey guys, welcome to the end in what will probably be a 7-hour stream.
Welcome to Coot.
If not longer. I don't know. This is probably gonna go on for twice the length of the game with how this game's been.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's about to happen. I'm so lost. I went into the end of Danganronpa V3 with more of an idea of what was gonna happen than what we got here. Phoenix is like, hey, you're all good to go. And I'm sitting here like, no the fuck I'm not. We are missing so much. And obviously that's where the trials shine, is piecing that all together, but holy shit. What the fuck is gonna happen?
I think we're just going to accuse someone of murder again.
Yeah, but then I think there's gonna be like something beyond that because of this like juris system, right?
Right.
There's gonna be some grand ploy beyond our case potentially. But I don't know. But to summarize the best I can, a painter died. His daughter is accused and we are defending her. He died licking a stamp that had poison on it that was sent to him 7 years prior, sent to his daughter 7 years prior, but instead of her using that stamp, she put it in a little frame because she liked it, because it had the magician she liked. That's right, this is about magicians. And 7 years later, the dad needed a stamp like right away because someone was coming to interview him. An interviewer that ended up having a close connection to the guy that Phoenix Wright was defending in court 7 years prior when he lost his attorney's badge. The guy sends the letter, dies 15 minutes later from atrocanine poisoning. And then we view the past through Phoenix's hidden camera beanie that he recorded through his hidden camera beanie in Emma's pin. And we learn that Apollo and Trucy are siblings, half siblings. And Gavin is somehow, Christoph Gavin is somehow at the center of this, at the center of everything. This is all orbiting around him. And yeah, did I miss anything important? Probably a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll recap as we go along as we normally do. I'm curious what our court record's gonna look like, by the way.
Right.
I wonder if it's gonna merge. If it's gonna merge the things.
Well, I'll say, do we even need any of the evidence from the Magnifique case anymore? Because we kind of just know.
I suppose not. I suppose we actually don't, because it was all used.
Right, like
in
he
the,
killed himself, and I don't
section.
know if this matters at this point.
Oh, I'm sure it's all gonna matter. I'm sure it's all gonna matter.
We mentioned Brushel. He's the interviewer friend.
Every word I said was about Brushel, was it not? He's the most.
Yeah.
I want him to show up right now. I hope Phoenix Wright turns into him. Love that guy. He really was. Somehow, despite his looks and his quirkiness, he was actually one of the least egregious, most cooperative of the witnesses in these games.
Absolutely, he never lied, and he told the. Like,
he hid a little bit of information because someone told him, "Hey, like you can't talk about this, right?" Like he was just keeping a promise. He wasn't trying to like deflect guilt or suspicion. And And then he had the nicest line in the game about how, well, Trucy had the best end of the deal because she ended up with you, Phoenix. What a guy. Oh, dumb user, I just gave one. Oh my god. I can't do another. I just gave one. Basically, we were in Phoenix Wright's digital mind palace and watched his memories, where he used evidence from the future to gain evidence in the past. It was really impressive. His ability to bend time is equal to his ability to kill a man. Powerful. Welcome to court. 7 years. All leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Vera Misham innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? I'll be in here. Preparations complete. Something inside me. Rising. Surfacing. Gotta let it out. Gotta let it out.
Yeah, Paulo doesn't have his true demon form yet.
Yeah. Why does his moveset feel so incomplete? Oh. Something important lost long ago. It's close now. So close. October 9th. 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham.
The defense is somehow ready, Your Honor. Yeah, okay, we don't have... We have the yellow letter. And the stamp.
Pulled that from
Alright,
somewhere.
Let's see. Attorney's badge. Nail polish, retrieved from Christoph Gavin's cell. The nail polish is colorless. Still have the magic show ticket. The rights to, what's his name stuff. Magnifi's repertoire. Vera's card probably doesn't matter at this point. Coffee mug probably doesn't matter at this point. The red envelope that contained the initial request to make the forged evidence that Phoenix would inevitably use to, without knowing that it was forged, he would use and lose his attorney's badge. Three paintings that I'm not sure are gonna really matter anymore, but you never know. Wait, why is this one right? Oh, that's the hidden painting. Okay, yeah, okay. The hidden painting that he was using as a reference to forge. Letterbox, which he sent the yellow letter, the yellow envelope letter with. Tiny frame, bears traces of deadly atroquinine poison. The weird portrait. Fish. Huh, portrait, acrylic, landscape. That's portrait, actually. Can't have two portraits. Anyway. The commemorative stamp, sent from the real client. The forged notebook page. Letter posted by Drew Misham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp.
It says retreat from cell 13.
I know.
In the description, but...
We did not take it. The stamp. It's at the Grammaries, isn't it? Why did Mr. Wright give me this letter right before the trial? I thought he didn't take it.
He definitely didn't.
What
Unless
could it
he
mean?
forged it. It's a copy that of the picture he took.
Yeah. Doubt this'll matter anymore.
No, dummies are. Phoenix is not half siblings with anyone. It's Trucy and Apollo that are half siblings.
Yeah, Phoenix is a god. He just was like birthed out of the earth at some point. He doesn't have family. The nail polish Mr. Wright gave me. This must be the brand symbol. It's an A drawn like a flower. Ha! Oh, that's good. Do you remember what Phoenix said about it?
That it could be.
He's like, this shit don't make no sense. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And Apollo was like, I know exactly what this is. It's refreshing to see a brand with a simple, clear design like this.
That's funny.
This
What do you call it,
kid,
flower?
he can do it. Yeah, they both discerned that it was a flower. Oh, we never examined this. $70!
That's a lot of dosh.
Let's say Frank? Why does it say Frank?
Frank Grammary, baby.
Are you telling me his name in Japanese is Frank? And they just left it? What?
It definitely says Frank Grammary.
That's Frank. Who the fuck's Frank?
Wow.
Oh my god,
Maybe
the
that's
biggest
real- wait.
mystery.
To be fair, he does have a real name we don't know.
Right, but he'd be using a stage name.
I know.
A rank?
But maybe his real name is Frank, and it's
And this game's a sham. A me-sham. Are you ready, Apollo? Ready for what? For what? For the Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show! Oh, Trucy, I'm so sorry. It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on up on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume if you need one. Huh? You mean I can't go in this? No. Does it get more straightforward than that? For rank? Already checked this at some point. Check that, check that, check that, check that, yep. Okay. Here we go.
Prosecution's ready to rock. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant, Vera Misham's condition? Acute atropine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today.
What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual. You should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer.
Bureaucracy confirmed naughty word.
Or they risk having no one left to try.
A trial without a verdict can only cause grief.
Like, I'll give it to this system that they got right now. They at least get shit done, even if it's wrong and not fair.
Yeah, like I think that's like the premise of the series. Is like the reason why the court system is like this is because it became too inefficient to run it the old way.
Do they establish this in any of the games? I feel like I could see a
don't-
director like bringing this up in like
I
an
think this was external material,
Ultimania or something like that, and being like, yeah, this is like kind of the idea. It doesn't matter in world, in game. You don't need to know this, but I can definitely see that being the idea.
But like this is why the games are like set in the future so far. In the future
Right.
At the time, right. It's because it was like a dystopian future where society looks like this a little bit.
Everyone's a fucking caricature.
yeah.
Yeah, but Maya exists in it. How can you call that a dystopia?
I just meant like a judicial dystopia.
How can you call that a dystopia? Alright. Trial without verdict can only cause grief.
The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on.
It's Monami not in the chair.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. And I'll win. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Who cares if she dies? This case is finishing.
Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm gonna get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time.
Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
Guilty, Your Honor. What, me?
Prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Masham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done.
Objection!
Bullshit, brother. But Vera was poisoned with atroquinine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. Well, that's just... Yeah, exactly.
What better confession could I ask for? Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
Bring in the dancing cocoons.
Did they determine that the cocoons were atroquinine?
Oh, you know it's coming.
Okay, yeah, because that
Oh,
hadn't been
you
said,
know
right?
it's coming.
Okay. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice,
I have a slew of forged evidence for the court, Your Honor.
if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict.
You motherfuckers, you realize you don't just get to call one. The jury's gotta do okay, let's keep going. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer.
If that's so, then you have to prove something.
I call your demon brother to the stand.
She was in court, giving her testimony before us. Clavier could have caught her, he just chose not to.
He really could have. Well, as we know, unfortunately, we haven't had any shots of a body on the floor while the prosecution and defense are just chilling on their sides. It's funny as shit in 3.
It's just like Jotaro Kujo not grabbing his daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
I miss him with that. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I ask the defense to prove its claims to this court.
Yo, drink this.
Tell us how Vera Masham was poisoned.
I've got 2 things to prove here. Who did it and how. Which to hit first? I think we start with how.
How? It's like, okay, the nail polish. Yeah.
How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used.
Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin?
I think you shouldn't be allowed to do this, Your Honor.
Okay. Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vermisham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. What method was used to poison Vermisham? What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand.
Very funny, sir!
Is that nail polish? It's colorless.
Wait a minute, there's only one person in the world who uses that. Wait a minute, there's only one person in the world who uses that! Something the matter?
No, nothing. Nothing at all. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it?
As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish.
It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails?
Ah, my wife has red nails. I see.
Oh,
so she's
my
been
God!
painting them all this time.
Oh my God! King! King!
Thought she was just built like that.
King! Holy shit, Judge!
That's incredible.
I've never looked at a woman in my life.
This is some Goku level of shit right here.
Oh my God! Anyway, Your Honor, let's recall yesterday's trial, shall we? Remember when Vera was testifying to the court?
Court is now back in session.
This track has been stuck in my head. Like, non-stop, by the way.
I've had the Midlord stuck in my head.
It's so well, yeah, that one is pretty mesmerizing also. That one definitely gets hooked into you. And it will never leave once you hear it. Court is now back in session! Nom, 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 nom. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails. Aha!
Prosecutor Gavin. When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails?
Bailiff!
Yes,
Have
sir!
them check the defendant's nails at once!
Okay.
Mr. Justice!
Yes.
Do you know who did this? Do you know who put the poison in that nail polish?
Yes.
Dude, case closed, let's get
We're
drunk.
done! Hell yeah! I was worried this stream was gonna be 20 hours long!
Woo! Handshakes all around.
And great job, everyone. Dinner's on me tonight.
That bottle belongs to Vermisham.
Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this?
No. Just checking. Mr. Justice, you are about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter.
Fuck you.
You realize the weight of this accusation. Here, let me show you.
Understood, Your Honor.
The bailiff will whack you this hard.
No problem. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what's actually happening. Every time you lose health. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time.
You think Flavier has a matching foot-shaped bottle?
For his pretty little toes, absolutely.
Yes, it's not a hand, it's a wood. Then let us ask.
Let us ask!
Who poisoned Vermisham via her nail polish?
It was me. Oh, it wasn't me. It was a man who already committed a crime. This is a great idea.
What's this? Christoph Gavin.
Objection!
Now you're fucking with me. What's your game?
My
bro.
Bro.
There's no way he could do a thing like that.
Oh, Clavier.
You should know that better than anyone else.
Oh, Clavier.
Indeed.
Someone doesn't know his brother's the devil incarnate. Uh-oh.
He is behind bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did.
What?
Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. Could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago. Or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
But Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. Up on the stand, buddy. Get up there. That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. What the fuck is this?
Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself.
So you admit it. No.
Okay. The defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand. Bailiff!
Yes, sir.
Begin proceedings to call a special witness.
Yes, sir.
The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Beacons is gonna let him loose.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh my god, they let him out.
He got away!
Ah, Your Honor. How nice to see you again.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Dude's 20 feet tall. Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone nail polish. Oh yes. I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet! And was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit, I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste indeed!
Damn!
This nail polish was how Vera Micham was poisoned. Well, yeah, it's fucking poisonous. Have you ever eaten nail polish, you dumbass?
Yeah.
I know your mentor Phoenix Wright could do it, but not you. Atrocanine, was it?
You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin.
Haha, think nothing of it. Oh shit. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier. Oh, Nichan. How could you? Maybe you can explain this.
You're being accused again. By him. Again.
Again. And? You agree with his accusation, do you?
Let us hold a proper trial, shall we?
Anytime, Judge!
Christoph Gavin,
Any
your
fucking
testimony,
time.
please.
I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning of the defendant Vera Misham. Please testify on this matter to the court.
Poisoning Vera! Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too.
Yes, we are. Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely.
Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice?
Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention, why? That's what I want to know. Enough of this. Just get to the why. Fuck. Ooh, we're going straight into bracelet time, huh? Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Ariadone is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. And you and Vera just happen to both use it. That can't be a coincidence.
Objection!
I'm guessing it's not a coincidence.
Huh?
It's simple. Ariadone is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then, if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it. That makes sense. Why, it's a bit like my feelings toward my brand name gavel here.
Yeah? And my silk top hat. Are we all done showing off our refined tastes?
Please.
No.
Continue with your tasteful
Look at my
testimony.
gavel.
Sorry, your drip is whack, Apollo.
He's got the best fit, we all know it. Apollo looks fucking nice.
For sure.
I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary?
Objection!
Part of solitary do you not fucking understand?
So he had an accomplice on the outside. Is this your latest accusation? What, you think I did it?
I am allowed a certain modicum of letter writing.
Objection!
Shut up, brother.
But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would be extremely difficult to send a hit request.
Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah. You think so too, Trucy? I bet I know why. You must be nervous with Big Brother watching! And maybe that's a weakness I can turn to my advantage. Are we cool with that? May I continue? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The defendant is not dead yet! I don't care. I don't care. There are no known cases of someone surviving atroquinine poisoning. You seem to know a lot about atroquinine.
My brother wrote a song about it.
I know a lot about a lot of things. Which is why I suggest we pick up the pace. Or else you'll be short one defendant. For what she's worth.
The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the... ill.
Good one, Judge. My apologies. Shall I continue? The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Vera had no reason to want to commit suicide. And also, who would commit suicide by doing their nails?
Objection!
The answer's quite simple, basically.
Allow me to explain, beginning with why did she do it? The answer's quite simple. She couldn't live with her own guilt. Next, why did she use nail polish to poison herself? This too is simple. So she could die doing something that she liked. I would have gone with the no one would notice it angle when you're the defendant and under surveillance. So she could die doing something that she liked.
He can say whatever the fuck he wants. He knows he can.
Something that she liked. When she saw the trial wasn't going her way, she knew she would die. It's not easy to bring poison into a courtroom. Must I explain further?
I believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear.
Wow.
Two brothers.
The two brothers together is like a two-man wrecking team.
Sometimes all you need.
Is one Apollo Justice. They could use a little more teamwork, though. Completely cut off his little brother. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too. Why, yes, I am. Both Vera and Mr. Misham were poisoned with atroquinine. That really can't be a coincidence.
Objection!
The defense is repeating fallacies, fallacious statements based on conjecture. The prosecution requests concrete, unambiguous proof of the witness's crime. Objection sustained. The defense will please present concrete proof.
Does Prosecutor Gavin seem strange to you? It's like he's all grown up. I think that's how prosecutors are supposed to be, actually. Though he is acting different than usual. I'll bet it has a lot to do with his brother Kristoff being in the room. Well, let's make this testimony count, Apollo. Right, quick and painless. My bracelet should do the trick. Okay, I'm questioning my ex-boss. His testimony seems watertight, but he's lying. I'm sure I'll be able to see something, as long as I focus.
Yeah, it might be the doing something she liked line.
Yeah,
He's not exactly lying, but it's also implying that he knew her, quote unquote.
This is the most unique pose he's got, actually, is the last one. Let's see. Final boss, activate. Holy shit!
Nothing changed. Put on the nightmare glasses.
Spooky!
Kristoff, nothing changes.
Whoa! Hello?
Scar on his hand.
Whoa! Oh my god! That's fucking terrifying!
He's evil!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He's just radiating evil. What is this?
Gotcha!
Fuck! Alright. Okay. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father, too. Your hand tensed unnaturally. And a little devil appeared to give me the news.
Yeah, it, like, made a face.
Made a fucking face! And, let's assume for the sake of argument that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? Tell me. Was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way all the same. And I found it too. This is how you poison Mr. Misham. Somehow forced correspondence? But how would he know he would use the stamp?
So I am curious if
Oh, we're not there yet, huh? Oh,
yeah, I think we were just presenting the
stamp. Oh, okay, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. My. And here I thought you'd come so far. Huh? I admire how you, lacking any confidence whatsoever, choose to barrel on. Your defense lacks even a shred of elegance. Much like Phoenix Wright, come to think of it. Relax, Justice. I've come this far. I must know the answer. How did the killer get to his victim when the killer was in jail? Okay, literally, how did you poison him?
Yeah, that's all I was asking, yeah.
I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. Atroquinine was found on the stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. And and yes. This stamp was found in your prison cell! Satan defeated. Let's get drunk.
Woo!
That is all, Your Honor.
Order! Poison on the back of that stamp!
After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy! That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him.
What?
My. Ara. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushell's testimony, the greatest man to ever live. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp. A so-called postage stamp, end quote. How do you know this? He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? Save that for Danganronpa.
He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
What? Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell.
Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say.
You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. That's right, full circle, whip out the cards.
Defense's bluff. I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph.
Clavier.
Honestly, I wanted to believe you. The defense wasn't trying to get away with the bluff. You were, Christoph! What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'm prosecuting.
Air forehead. What was your accusation again?
Huh? Oh, it was that...
This poison stamp killed Drew Misham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp. Yes, that's right. Which is why it couldn't have been planned. Tell me. It needs to be planned? Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp. That's all.
Coincidence.
Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it?
What are you up to, Clavier?
I could ask you the same question, Christoph.
I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency.
But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony.
Very well. I shall take his claim head on then. Justice. What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then, allow me to ask you. What possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Apollo! Motive! He's talking about motive! That thing we never bring up!
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter.
Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive.
A motive for murder. I mean, he knew
This potentially
much.
somehow, but
Yes.
I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's see what they say. Motive for murder.
This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I'd say it's about this vital.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's pretty vital.
Well, Mr. Justice,
Oh, you already know, Judge. Oh, you already know, motherfucker. I'll see you in the past in just a second, bitch. I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence. Bullshit. He has nothing.
then let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? I think it's that page.
I think it's the page.
It's like he forged this for him, right? This was the client.
Alternatively, yeah, I think it just has. It's the page,
I mean, the
or
red
it's
letter-
the, or
the
it's
red-
the
so the-
request for the page,
So-
right?
So I'll say the red letter is him trying to kill him. It came with the poison stamp.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So, right,
The red letter's
I was
the murder
thinking,
weapon.
I was thinking that was the invoice, or like not the invoice, but like, hey, I want you to the request.
No,
Yeah,
he'd
you're
already
right.
decided to kill him with the red letter.
Let me just look at everything else, just in case, all right?
Yeah, like unless it's for, like
Unless
obviously
it's
that has
this.
something to do with
Unless
this.
it's
but I-
this.
we're not there yet, I don't think. I think it's just the forged evidence.
Gotta be. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place.
And why was that?
Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Gramarie's diary.
Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented. To his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven.
Objection!
The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it?
The brother of the prosecutor who he wants to win. Might have said that
And
wrong.
why would they?
Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter? Dear Mr. Drew Misham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. This is the first page. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. And this is the second.
Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old.
7 years old?
The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
But he made a mistake. He sent a really fucking nice stamp. The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years.
Air forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
He wouldn't need poison. Everyone in court, he wouldn't need poison. We all know it. We all know it.
All the jurors like, yes.
Yeah. Phoenix just sitting back there smoking a cigarette like, huh? Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down.
Oh? Then how will it go down?
I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh, old boy. Here. What's this?
Oh my god, it was Trucy.
Oh my god, it was Trucy! I don't know, I just got it over there in the hall. He told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery.
The day before?
Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigmar's previous defense attorney? Oh, no way.
Yeah, they're fucking in on it.
Oh, I didn't even think of this as a possibility. Oh, I didn't even think of this as a possibility, dude. Oh,
he had the real page. Zach, he had the real page.
Yeah.
No, this can't all be.
But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin. Did not even occur to me that that was a possibility. That's so good.
Order. What is the meaning of this? Witness, I mean, defendant, former lawyer.
Let me begin by denying this.
Objection!
No. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin. And impossible to prove if you can't.
Huh? Oh my god, he erased the records.
Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court.
Fuck.
How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Here comes Clavier.
Yeah.
Objection!
I know it was,
Air forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks so clammy.
Evidence!
Evidence!
Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago.
Clavier.
Just prove it! Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. You got the letter from Drew? Right?
No, let's see what they say. Cut this down now or I swear I'm off this case. He must have thought of some evidence. Apollo! Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain.
He's dying.
That darkness! I have to pull that darkness out of him. And proof is the only way I can. Finally, filling Dante's dark soul with light.
Ah.
Capcom, you've done it again. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham?
The yellow letter.
Letter?
Yeah. Yellow letter. Drew Misham wrote him a letter.
Why would they
well,
correspond
Mr.
at all?
Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it!
It can be proven. No, it fucking can't. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not...
Objection!
Shut the fuck up!
Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice?
I am.
Then I say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Very well. But if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty.
Like how it's not the full health bar.
Yeah.
Objection!
Your Honor, you do the defense on injustice.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Yeah, there we go,
baby. I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time.
He just went with
Well, Mr. Justice.
it! Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. I have something that clearly does the job.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your
And
evidence.
just in case I'm completely off my rocker and this is not what they want.
Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham.
God, I hope it's this. Thank God it's this. This evidence proves there's a link.
Objection!
Impermissible evidence. That scrap of paper, I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. What?
Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this?
Phoenix, what is going the fuck on?
Well, he had to forge it
I see now. Yes, of course.
because... What do you mean, of course?
I just remember I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell. Except I wasn't there.
Phoenix Wright.
When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell?
No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. Handwriting's terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction? What's this reproduction you're on about?
I don't know, Your Honor.
One day my wife just had a kid. I couldn't tell you.
Why. It was right, you know, it was right after she started painting her nails red all the time again. I wonder why.
I once asked my friend Phoenix Wright about it, but he says he just sort of picked up the kids he has.
So I guess it made sense. Anyway, when Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. Ah! The screaming clown camera, Your Honor.
Someone shoot it in the forehead.
Whoa, look at that. What? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court.
The court accepts this as evidence.
Judge! Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin. Fuck, Apollo!
Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please.
The defense's claim is denied.
What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Better luck next time, Justice. We lost.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination.
I was hoping it would actually be gone.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
But the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him.
Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination.
Objection!
Come on.
Show's over. And the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin! Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph?
Flavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret.
Spinning out of whose control? Mine? Or yours?
Take a moment to consider everything you built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Here we go. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you.
amuse me for.
You amuse me, our forehead.
I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago.
I looked so much better than I do now.
Holy shit.
Finally.
Yeah.
You just couldn't resist. Could you, Airite?
Resist what? Presenting solid evidence?
Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record.
I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times.
Didn't you find anything unnatural about it?
Yeah.
Unnatural?
Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if...
Almost as if... What?
Funny. It didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence.
Ah! Correct? I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page.
Don't do this, Clavier.
I knew because you told me, Kristoff.
What? What? So was it to help his brother, or to kill Phoenix Wright?
We'll find out.
A little bit of a win-win in a way, though.
Yeah. It was the night before the trial.
Clavier.
Kristoff? On seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Oh my god!
He already had the office at 17, holy shit. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually.
He's at the Guitar Center, don't call it that.
Yeah, the East Houston Guitar Center, aka the prosecutor's office. Because all the employees there are there to prosecute you for your ability to play an instrument.
Why not?
I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. Nor should that be allowed at all.
No.
But in exchange, I brought information.
Information?
The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then...
Wondered about it at the time.
Thundered.
How did Kristoff know so much?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Kristoff! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. Fair fight. Brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings? Which would have included Magnifi's diary, wouldn't it?
Mr. Gavin.
My, Clavier. You disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You should specify, there's 2 of us here.
Can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial.
I think we're getting a little off track here, everyone. Shut up, Judge. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo. I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. Two cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man? He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting anything. My point is... These 2 men shamed me and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence? So you could win? But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap.
You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him.
You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Oh shit.
Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin. Perfectly. You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself.
What are you talking about, Clavier?
Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled. When the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years.
What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed, and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years! You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said, every day, for 7 years. But I felt it too! Journalist sure he is being watched. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me?
Wait just a minute. Zach Kramery was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years?
Oh shit, we didn't fill the judge in on this one yet.
Wait, no, Judge, you weren't supposed to see that flashback. No.
Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Kramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
I remember him quite well. Shoddy Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant, right? Tragic.
You got it, Judge!
I got food poisoning in a Chinese restaurant the other day, and let me tell you,
Tragic.
tragic.
The details don't really matter right now. What matters is... that traveler was Zach Kramery. What? What is it, Apollo? Huh. Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? Queen Trucy.
Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this?
No.
I was hoping
No.
you know.
Hold on, one sec.
No.
One sec.
So what have I,
Fucking towel. Sorry, I'm like readjusting the towel I'm sitting on, so my...
No. I was just gonna ask what I've missed.
You missed the
first hour,
coolest fucking tell. So the first thing we did when we examined, when we cross-examined,
Christoph
here, I honed right in on it too. Maybe it was a little obvious, but it felt pretty good to find it right away. His tell was when he was pushing up his glasses. On his hand that he was pushing up his glasses with, the top of his hand has a scar on it. About, most of the center of the back of the hand. But it throbbed and it made a devil face.
My God.
So
That's what she means.
Yeah.
I see.
His throbbing devil hand.
Was the nail polish thing explained?
Yeah, we use that to make a connection between the two. But we're kind of spiraling into
hell.
Like we pretty much have used everything at this point, so we're kind of just on the rails from here, I think.
See.
But yeah.
Also, it seemingly is that the whole motive was that Kristoff's just kind of crazy and was slighted.
He's kind of like a megalomaniac. That's kind of just it.
Like, he's one of the corrupt lawyers that we've heard about over the years. Like, Edgeworth used to be like this. Obviously, von Karma is like this, right? And
and then in Rise from the Ashes, that was like, that whole case is about forged evidence. So, and that was written at the same exact time as this. It must have been, considering there is a whole ass person asset ready and used in this game that would later be used again, and alluded to, of course, with Emma and whatnot.
And it's just that, like, he had already made the forged evidence. He got pissed off that he got, fired and replaced with Phoenix Wright, and so he just was like, well, fuck these guys.
Yep. It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifi Gramarye's death started it. Magnifi Gramarye's death, and his student Zach Kramery the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew
Michel.
Actually, it was his daughter Vera who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions. Keep people from talking, of course.
These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Doesn't work on your, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Natural quinine.
Applied to a commemorative stamp.
But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp. I see.
What is the route to Clown? That wasn't the only bomb he set up.
The Ariadne nail polish, of course.
You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. Tendency to bite her nails.
Ah,
That nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. The person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client, the one who wanted that note made. It was his insurance.
insurance.
As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside?
She ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest.
His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. Pretty fucking wild. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin! Have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Xavier, surely you understand.
Back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Atracanine that took Drew Misham's life.
Objection!
What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. Bring in Brushel!
Ooh, bring in Brushel.
You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive.
Objection!
Okay, then why did you kill him?
I hated the way he looked.
I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably far from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here.
No! But you were doing so good, Apollo!
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him. This course of inquiry cannot find Vermisham innocent.
Objection!
Your Honor! Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it. Sorry, I have to laugh whenever someone says this. You still don't get it, do you? Oh my god, he's Sephiroth! Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me. I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lip was you. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Wait, is she dead?
No. Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. Excuse me, we're running on a jury system, and the jurists are gonna be like, this dude guilty as hell.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor!
Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney.
I've been killing it! I'm not a novice anymore, fuck you!
I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well.
However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier?
Fortunately, yes, Kristoff, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now.
Jury system, baby! Huh? What?
Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system.
Oh, fuck, that's right. I totally forgotten. The juris system. Juris, you say?
The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? This is my favorite kind of voice in the whole series, by the way. He's my favorite now.
Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
Nonsense! There is only room for the two in this courtroom. Me and the law.
Jesus Christ.
Keep the riffraff out! Out, I say!
Jesus.
They're not? Ah!
He's looking at, they're looking at us! They turn their heads!
Oh, God! You got the whole court laughing, boys!
And it's the red cups.
It's you walking into the party and everyone just looks at you! Oh my God! They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. It's fucking horrifying. He's gonna twist his head around 180. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright. Here it comes. Break the stand. So, everything was leading to this, of course. Right. 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 Right! Holy fuck.
shit.
I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court! I'm gonna pass out. Ugh. The law is everything. Law is absolute! You let ignorant swine soil your courts! Oh.
Stop. It's over.
That's it, man.
That's
That's
truly
it, man.
man.
That's it, man.
Holy shit.
Plevier.
The law is absolute. Can't be serious.
What?
Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem, polished to gleam through trials and errors. It is the fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing. Nurturing it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore.
His eyes are so fucking bloodshot. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to.
I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vera Masham, accused of murdering her father. The painter, Drew Masham, however. Several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision.
Oh my god.
Jurists of the court.
Uh-huh.
For the death of Drew Masham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Masham?
Oh, this is funny.
Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter.
Spooky. October 9th, 12:48 p.m. Juris Chambers. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Masham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please, wait! Yes, Juris number 6. There's something in the Juris handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be Juris. That is correct. I've looked into all of your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. with the development of the case. I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well.
He's rigged the jury, too!
This is so...
He's holding all the cards!
We were playing as Lamia this whole time? Holy shit, what? Holy shit. Guilty, obviously, but just in case this is somehow... Oh, no, I crashed the game. Oh my god, could you imagine if I actually crashed the game right now? Okay, we're good. I'm gonna go with not guilty, guys. How do you feel about that one? This is so... This is so strange. Like, it's all for effect, I think, but, like, it still makes me wonder, right?
Not guilty. We know this.
Bonk.
Oh my god, it was her! And so, a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the juris system. Innocent. By unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours.
Light Yagami laugh.
October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. Oh, thank God, they put her in Phoenix's bed, enchanted with regenerative properties. Vera! I'm so glad Don't cry, Apollo! I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about it, what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too! Sorry you had to see us like this. Smile. Vera, thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that. Clinging to my good luck charm. Vera. When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. Also that you're the hottest man I've ever seen in my life. God damn, what have I been missing out there? The Phoenix Wright games are all about fixing broken women. And killing a couple that are really bad. But that, yeah, you gotta give some, you gotta take some, you know? It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you'd pull through, Vera! I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Ha!
That's true.
Oh, look, it's me! I love it, thanks! And Apollo, the spikes are gonna be huge. I know, yes! Is that me? She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer. Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore. He's god of society.
No, the hot one.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. Well, you're in his room right now, so I guess it's fine.
It should be right here.
I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. Oh, okay. He brought all those things to me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me. He promised me that day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this. I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary, after all. Oh. Trucy. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. You would be right.
Not new though. Same mom.
Same. Hee. Oh, Trucy. Yes, Vera? I was wondering. Could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted. Yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Ahem. Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic underwear better anyway. It's magic panties, Apollo. So, your memory's returned. Oh my god. We're her. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamiroar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. You're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course it is a happy thing. For so long I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children. 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, don't worry. I'll take care of them for you. Though if they develop any romantic feelings for each other, just know it's your fault, Lamiroar, for not intervening sooner.
And Phoenix's.
What? No, it can't be my fault. I'm not the real dad, you know. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. She was crying there.
Because
Your
her dad
bracelet.
died and she Just kept it in, right?
It's just, yeah, we've never seen the crying, though. Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all.
I don't think that's true, Phoenix.
I don't think that's true. I remember meeting him.
The ghost.
Well, he said the past 7 years, not the past, 8.
8 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember meeting him. Half a year ago, in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine. Some sort of dual destiny.
Dual destiny?
Could it be?
Nah.
Nah. I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet. Yet it tore who I was away. "10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died. But I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe. My family. Now my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright." Speaking of miracles, Vera Micham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing. Fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. Or if you're me. And that's pretty much the end of my story for now. I've got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We'd lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice! That trial sequence was really fucking short. Okay, I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Trucy Grammary, frankly, I got my doubts, but Hat Grammary, now that'll pack him in. Nice. It's not every day you get to a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gaviners are breaking up. The news caused a run of tissues at supermarkets nationwide. Ha! You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam. Again. Show her. Show her. Yeah, baby! She's still backstage. So, I was standing around eating snackers the other day when I got this crazy idea. Oh my god, what if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, the power of science, although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Never change, Emma. The golden snackoos. Oh,
use
you did get away. In the unlikely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Bowl Club. The only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. Duh, but if greater challenge of being required... I'm surprised she didn't show back up.
I was expecting it.
Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. No, 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 you don't get one. Oh, come on. You definitely don't get one.
Our best friend, Olga. She was with us the whole time.
Well, then he's gotta get one, right? Hey, sure, yeah, alright, but you get one. So Kitaki Pastries is getting back to the Eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time! This is how we write root, capiche? We're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time! And this is how we write people. Alright? Not that Walkie's paying any attention. Oof, kids.
Walkie died. He didn't recover
Yeah,
from his heart injury.
Walkie's dead.
Ah,
Bizoy! Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker for real. I know it don't look like no cracker, G. What, you want me to call it the OG muffin? Alright, what are the chances Windy Oldbag shows up here?
1 out of 5.
Non-zero.
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 Yeah, it's
I don't know
never
where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever! I got a new one, too. See, this time, I just put a big clunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Elduin's noodles is about the salt. Salt forever! My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stickler and Wesley's Sticky Hands. Stinkler. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Mikulish. Sicko! Wesley Sicko, reporting, yes, curiosity is a sickness and I am a cure.
He literally went sicko mode.
Physical male.
Yeah, this peak meal.
Brandon Gay.
Brandon Gay.
I don't know how to thank you all for what you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. MILF alert! I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. MILF alert! Oh, she had the diamond brooch. So the diamond brooch.
Yeah, it's definitely a mommy alert right there.
Mommy alert. Mommy alert. Mommy alert.
Long.
Brusher, Brushel, Brushel here, back on the beat with another interview. Eh? How do I feel about how things turned out? Well, I'm in prison now. No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. Ha! End quote!
They had to contain this man. He was too powerful.
Free Brushel!
Well, is he in prison?
Free Brushel! I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. In fact, I'm about to secure one as my husband. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
I feel like similar to how Phoenix's girlfriend in 3 never shows back up. Othello's girlfriend here is not showing back up.
Well, hold on now. His girl, he can't get with his sister. Aww. So he's got to get with Emma now.
No, but Emma's got a bone.
This Emma's the claim here.
Yeah.
This is all kinds of messed up.
And that's it, huh?
Threads. Wow. Yeah.
That was a pretty succinct ending. Huh.
Yeah, it kind of wrapped
Yeah,
up.
I mean,
Real
it's-
fast.
I was
it's
shocked. It was good. It was really good.
It was really good. It was really good.
But I flat out, I don't think that last case. I don't think I like that case more than the final case of 1 or the final case of 3. The final case of 1 was something else.
Yeah.
And the final case of 3.
Made you cry.
Yeah.
Like that's a metric. That's a metric now.
Oh, Eddar's got a good point. Let's see it. Guilty. True ending unlocked. So a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. First verdict under the juris system. A hung jury. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day.
Hung jury. SR4?
No, that's where they put it. But fate had different plans. That night, defendant Vera Misham's condition worsened. She died in her hospital bed. Her verdict was postponed for eternity.
She just dies instead.
Bad end. Okay, that's funny. Here, we'll talk on this screen then, since this is what we got. Yeah, this game was really good. I think it depends. I think your enjoyment of this game really depends on how much you care about the complexity of a case. These cases ended up being a little bloated at times. They had some pretty good presentation, obviously, with the final one. And my feelings for this game are very similar to how I felt about Rise from the Ashes. I liked Rise from the Ashes, but it wasn't like... It was more impressive than it was, like, emotionally pulling and exciting. Like, nothing has topped the metal detector. Nothing. Nothing topped that for me in this entire series. This whole game was just solid in its, case design. Like, it's mystery design, if you will. But for me, it lacked a good bit of the bite that is, like, in a mystery, you want that nice, big aha moment. Or just, like, the emotional pull that you get at the end of, Trials and Tribulations is outstanding. Like, I wasn't about to cry at any point in this game at all. It made me feel good. I really liked it. I loved it, don't get me wrong. I would probably put it above... Like, if I had to rank them, it's 3, 1, 4, 2 would be my rankings. Like, overall, I could see a pretty good argument for this game, and its case quality, like I said. Had pretty good characters, too, just as you'd expect. Clavier was great. Clavier was awesome, actually. He was just a fucking guy. There wasn't really anything crazy about him. He was just really fucking smart. Victor, any of you, if you all just watched this but have not watched the highlight video of the trilogy, you need to go do that. The ending of 3, like, that thing is 2 hour. That is a 2 hour and 50-minute highlight video where 60% of it is the final case of 3. Yeah, like...
Yeah, there was moments where Alex, he fell out of his
I fell on the
chair.
fucking floor, like... And hey, guys, I hate to break it to you. This final case loses points because his cornered theme never played.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I was waiting for it.
I was kind of waiting for, like, the one more. The breakdown was fucking awesome.
It would be interesting if maybe, like, a case like this because of how it was very handholdy in a way. I kind of noticed you were going through the motions of going back and kind of hopping between like these times,
and that was
evidence.
Yeah, and that was where you really had to figure stuff out, for sure. I think they definitely like wanted that to be a special investigation moment.
I think that overall, in the end, that how that kind of affected it was, it kind of lacked that oomph. It made the trial like you kind of figured everything out already before you even got in there.
Yeah, and the fact that it wasn't like it wasn't all about figuring out that aha moment. It was about like proving that this system, what this new system is, and the positive effects it can have, and obviously the breakdown of Kristoff. But it was just that this game had pacing issues. Clearly, this was definitely a pacing issues. The game, the fact that this final trial was shorter than all the other final trials is kind of crazy. Now, mind you, 2's final trial should have ended in an hour and a half.
What was I reading? I was reading something.
But, like, 3 also had the Edgeworth moment.
I was reading one of the games, the final trial is the longest in the series. Like...
Rise from the Ashes was really fucking long.
I think I was reading that. I think it's
Bridge to a Turnabout. Bridge to a Turnabout was really fucking long. Spirit of Justice is very long as well, apparently. The final case is Spirit of Justice.
Spirit of Justice, is that the last one?
That's 6, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that case is like 13, 14 hours long.
So that's 13, 14 hours for someone not streaming it. I think Bridge to a Turnabout for us was nearly... I think it was 17 hours of us streaming it, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, and I know Otaku had mentioned Investigations 1 had a very long ending.
So what's next?
What's next is we can't really stream 3DS games too easily. We might be able to figure something out, work some magic, some special features, if you will. But we're the next stream. I don't know what we're gonna do for the next stream series. But for the next Ace Attorney game, we're probably, and by probably I mean definitely, getting into Great Ace Attorney.
That's voice actor though, yeah?
It's a 3DS game initially, so not all of it.
Okay.
I imagine the trials are going to be voice acted, but I'd be curious if we could turn off the voices. That's sometimes an option.
It'll be interesting though, because obviously it has been so much fun doing like voicing these characters and stuff.
Yeah, it's like straight up. There is nothing more fun for me, and everyone who had said something, I bow. I thank you. It's bizarre that I have found, not bizarre, but like, you don't know you have a talent for something until you do it. And I never thought voice performance and narration was something that I had a knack for. I knew I could scream. I know I could scream.
Oh,
These boys know that.
Yes, we certainly do.
By the gods, Lawrence, we fear it.
By the gods. Only the cutscenes are voice. Oh, great. Good. So
only the cuts. Well, okay, that's interesting. I'm curious what that means.
Well, there's just gonna be
Great. So you said, did you? Sorry, I missed out a little bit of that. Did you say you're not gonna be playing the 3DS ones?
We'll rain check on those for now. Well, that might be a while from now, because those are gonna be hard to set up.
Yeah.
And also, like, they're not like stellar, is the general opinion.
Yeah. I'd like to know. And
I'd like to know for sure.
I'd like to know, and I know that Gumshoe's not in them. This game is actually the last time you'll ever see Gumshoe, except Investigations. He's in the Investigations games. It's not the last time we'll see him, but we'll probably play
Attorney-
Investigations. We'll probably play
Radius Attorney
Investigations.
might be a Disco Elysium situation for me, where it's like I don't know if I want to be there for the stream because it's a game that I kind of want to play. But I don't know.
Fair.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, we could try and schedule it. Obviously, like, you know, Tommy and I are always available, and you're not. But we could try and organize something where we actually stream at a slower rate so that you could be there for the streams. I'm all good with that. And then and it could, you know, be our playthrough together because we'd all be figuring stuff out, right? It's not like these are games you got to really get your hands on.
That's
I
true.
need
Like,
to figure out a way though, Brad, that you can stream 13 Sentinels on my channel. And Tommy and I sit there over your shoulder.
If we are
Where's the
streaming
blood?
games, on your channel,
Mhm.
that's a rabbit hole, my friend, that we could go down. There's a lot of shit
Yeah,
I could play.
it's true.
I'll play through Metroid Prime. I don't fucking care. I'll do it
yeah,
again.
well, I mean, I got the Wii U and a capture card, so that's Metroid Prime still on the list of things to play. But we'll see. I'll figure out something from now until, because the only thing that's on my radar, like, right now in the immediate future is we're gonna stream Sunbreak when that comes out, because we're gonna want to play Monster Hunter.
Definitely play.
we're-
I like.
We're
Yeah.
definitely gonna stream the do a one-off stream of the new Destiny dungeon when that comes out, which even if you guys don't like Destiny, you should watch that because the dungeons are so fucking cool.
Anything like Prophecy or like even Grasp Day One. is a really fun experience.
It's cool to discover,
Day
so
one's cool.
it'll be worth streaming, I think. But yeah, we'll see.
Poll or something.
Oh, thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, a poll, that thing we can do.
You could literally do a poll. Say, hey,
I do want to. I think I want to do another Final Fantasy game next, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I
kind of want to play
obviously,
8.
8, it'd be fun.
8 or
obviously,
9. Like it's 8 or 9.
Yeah,
So-
8 or 9.
7
for sure.
remake.
No.
That would be fun though.
I'll do 7. I'll definitely. If we do 7, I would definitely want you to be present for a lot of that, Brad, because you haven't.
I would play the damn game.
Yeah, because I would potentially just let you like Steam Link it potentially. That might be a little tough, but you
Yeah,
know.
I have the awkward situation of I've played 7 remake but haven't played 7.
It's.
of
I
course,
mean, like it's
I
a game
didn't
from
treat it-
1997. Like it's.
Yeah, I didn't treat remake as the Bible, of course, because I knew it was fucking
Yeah.
weird as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I'd be cool with us. I'd want us to play Kingdom Hearts at some point also, because
Yep. We'll
I-
play.
there's
We'll
a lot of
play.
good-
Oh, that'd be a
about
situation.
that.
That'd be a situation of we would get you to play Kingdom. Well, actually, I guess Alex.
well,
wants to play
I would
Kingdom
want to
Hearts
play through
too,
2. But it's not like I'd necessarily want to play through 1 if we were gonna do it. That
I
way.
just think you're really talented
I
when
want-
it comes to like.
I want to play. I want to play 1. That's the one. That's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, and I haven't played it in years.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think Tommy's watching Tommy do those like level 1 or like the data fights.
Data fights, yeah.
Or just it's just the spectacle to behold if you haven't seen them.
For the record, Tommy and I both played 9. I've played 8's my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's the one I've played the most. Yeah, I guess it's
Always
probably the
best.
one I've played the most.
If SMT4 is somewhere on the table.
God, same situation with. I would love to play SMT4, but it's the same situation with
From the 3DS.
the
It's a
3DS
game
situation.
that I would like to play as well because I think I actually
That game's tight as fuck.
I'm a kind of an SMT virgin as a
Virgin.
old virgin.
Yeah,
As in,
four's
I
a good
Persona
one
3,
to get
4.
immersed into.
Sorry, Persona 3 and 5. Actually, I haven't played Persona 4.
Oh boy. There will be a Persona 4 stream on this channel one day, but I don't know when.
Yeah,
It'll happen though.
Obviously, I know a lot about it.
It'll happen though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Victor.
But I think I don't want to play Persona 4 for a long time. Though they're gonna announce new Persona at the end of this year in October.
Did they say this, or is it still just
Every time they have a fucking concert, they announce something big.
That's true.
They only do the concerts to announce games, but... I don't think I want to play Strange Journey again. I really liked Redux. Redux is really fucking good. P2? That's probably a more realistic thing that I would stream. I would probably play,
P2 probably is one of the more realistic suggestions.
That one's a little more realistic, and I've been meaning to play it also. Just Innocent Sin. I don't want to play Eternal Punishment. Eternal Punishment sounds a little whack, and like, yeah. Probably play Soul Hackers 2 when that comes out. The game actually looks really awesome. Yeah, we got stuff to do.
Still be down to do the Mario Party or the Mario 3D World.
We're gonna play Mario 3D.
The Mario Party 3D World. Is there Discord for subs? No, I don't even know how to operate a Discord. I'll consider making one eventually, though. Oh boy, Legend of Heroes.
It's a pretty popular thing people do these days.
Yeah.
The Cord.
Oh, Brian wants Deus Ex, man. So unfortunately, I had just played every Deus. Not every. I played.
Run 5. Right?
I played 1 for the first time. Human Revolution and then Mankind Divided, like back to back when quarantine started. So I don't want to play them quite yet again. But those are some of my favorite games.
4 and 5. Are those 4 and 5? Human Revolution.
3 is Human Revolution.
Okay, it's 3 and 4. Okay.
3 and 4, yeah. Oh man, I fucking.
Oh, Deus. That was. Watching you play Deus Ex.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger also. I had also played that at the beginning of quarantine.
I
kind of blew my load, unfortunately.
It was like quarantine started and
I was just screaming shit to my friends.
Yeah, Alex played Chrono Trigger and I went, damn, this game looks tight as fuck. And then I played Chrono Trigger and now Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games of all time.
Chrono Trigger's fucking tight. 5 Strikers Merciless? Nope.
See, the issue is that P5 Strikers Merciless is actually easy because you get Merciless after beating the game, and then you have your god personas.
Fair.
Unless I'm misremembering it. I don't think you can do a new game Merciless.
P5 Strikers, it would be me actually playing the game.
Yeah, I guess Brad never got too far into it.
Nah,
it's really good.
I don't know what it was. I just bounced off of it. Really I was like, I just wasn't vibing with it.
Nice ass game.
Oh, don't.
I'm never playing.
I
am not playing a fucking
Earthbound
game.
Say those words.
I will play. I will gladly play Undertale on this channel for the routes I've not done. I will not play Earthbound because I do not like Earthbound. I have tried. Who's the best waifu in the game? Emma. Next question. It would have been Maya if Maya was in it. Next question.
Yeah, we also played Yakuza. Yeah, that was also one of the games.
Also played Yakuza
that the
7.
load was blown on.
Load was blown on.
That was a fucking wild ride.
I also played Judgment or Lost Judgment, whatever the fuck. Not Lost Judgment. Judge Eyes. I think it's just called Judgment
Lost
in English.
Eyes, Judgment.
I also played that one.
Judgment is just what it's called.
I know Yakuza's like streamer core for some reason.
Yakuza is the streamer's choice.
I don't know why. I was playing that game and I'm like, I'm just mindlessly running through the streets, sinking into my chair while I'm playing this. Like, it's a nice dramatic game, and I think that's why. Like, the actual story bits of Yakuza are very, very engaging. Hades, yeah, that's on the list. Ryan had bought that for me. Trucy was also good, by the way. Trucy was a great assistant. She was very fun.
Yeah, she was fun.
Like, your assistants are kind of just your assistants in these games, and they carry a very similar personality to each other. But, she was good. She was good. Ghost Trick. Yeah, Ghost Trick's definitely on the list. If anything, that actually might be the next one of these we do.
Ghost Trick? This is unfamiliar.
It sort of makes sense
So
in a way.
it's the game Shu Takumi made after this. Unfortunately, I know the major twist of that game. Unfortunately, and it's a pretty fucking good one from what I've seen, but I'd love to see how it plays out.
Alex,
it's also short, I think.
Deltarune 2. I wasn't there for that, but
Oh yeah, we played Deltarune 2. It was awesome. It was fucking. I didn't like Deltarune 1. I don't like Undertale that much. I really
That is on the
really,
channel. That was streamed.
did really like Deltarune.
Yeah, if Battle Vice, if you want to go, it's a me and Alex special. Go watch Deltarune.
And you can hear Brad's voice disappearing over it because he got sick the next day.
Yeah, but it was still a really fun stream.
Outer Wilds. I'm gonna write that one down actually, because I know what. I actually don't know how Outer Wilds ends, so maybe I would want to actually see that. Let me write that down.
Yeah, the Deltarune playthrough was fantastic. I'd already played it.
Is Lost Judgment better? Okay, I'll write it down then.
When we had played Deltarune Chapter 2, did I finish it?
Oh yeah, I let you finish it first.
That's right.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, you'll probably like read up on some little hidden things, and then we can make sure we see all the good stuff in one stream. Because I like having while playing it and having a personal experience is good. I do like to have the I don't like missing stuff at times. Let's see what else. Yeah, Hollow Knight's on the list. I got quite a few things then. Yeah, Kyle Pogbird's on the list.
Bird?
Pogbird?
Pogbird was just. It's just.
But yeah, I am gonna get a highlight of this out. I'm like halfway through the streams. No, I like stopped at like 4 because I was like, it's hard to sit and rewatch streams sometimes. I must say.
Yeah, I even tried to do it, and it's hard.
Yeah, I am not good at multitasking, unfortunately. But
It's got the laser focus.
I don't even have that. Cuphead stream from the DLC comes out minute one. Cuphead is one of my favorite video games ever.
Yeah, Cuphead was awesome.
What?
Would you guys ever replay Cuphead?
I would probably replay Cuphead up to the DLC coming out and then do the DLC.
Did you guys, when you and Tommy fucking annihilated that game, did you guys?
I would not call it annihilation. Yes, we did.
God, me and Matt just had such a bad time with it.
We had to.
It was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I
was enjoying that game, but the latency issues were unplayable.
Did you all beat the dragon?
No.
Oh my god, filter. No kidding.
Yeah, filtered by filtered by fucking internet connection.
Yeah, seriously.
That was really the only reason we stopped, is because Parsec made it unplayable.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Alex and I felt no issue on Parsec.
Yeah. No, I mean, you guys were masterclass at that fucking game.
No, we weren't. That game's fucking hard, dude. I 200%ed it eventually. I did the I did all hard modes. Or
You're
not
wild for that.
yeah, all hard modes. It was
You're wild for that.
I knew the fights at that point. Fuck the Dr. Wily fight still. Holy shit. That fight's evil.
Victor, if Alex plays any Fallout games on this channel, I will internally combust.
I don't think I'm gonna play any Fallouts.
If you play like New Vegas, I would hold my tongue.
I'm good.
Outer Wilds.
I have no interest in New Vegas.
We're not really Fallout gamers here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're
weeaboos.
Yeah. Oculus Strip playthrough when?
What the fuck is that game?
Oculus Strip? I don't fucking know.
Skies of Arcadia?
I feel like Wonton would know for some reason.
Skies of Arcadia.
No, it's an anime.
Skies of Arcadia? Is that tits?
No, that is a GameCube game. Is that a Sega game? I don't remember.
Wait.
It's one of those GameCube exclusive JRPGs along with Batten Kaitos and probably a bunch of other shit because a lot of stuff released in that time period.
Trails. Are there mechs in that series? The Cold Steel series? Is there I could have sworn I saw
yes
something about like main character's mecha, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
it actually looks pretty nice.
Those games are fucking weird. There's so many of them. So many of them.
Don't worry, I'll send you to Zach for the optimal tits playthrough.
Yeah, seriously.
He's fucking played like all of them.
I'm
Man.
curious because I mentioned it. I'm curious, and I'm curious, Tomaz.
Wait, Brett, what do
Any
you
reason
mean
why
you
you
say
wouldn't
that?
enjoy Earthbound? Ghastly, I've tried them, and I did not like them. I've tried Earthbound and Mother 3. I did not like playing those games at all. And I got about halfway through both. I was like, I'm done. Would you be interested in Lisa? Yeah, I'd play Lisa.
Tommy, what did you just say?
What's the? Are you saying an acronym? Tits? What do you mean by that?
Trails in the Sky.
Trails in the Sky.
Trails in the Sky. Okay.
Yeah, tits.
I've played
Yeah, sure,
Amori.
sure.
I actually did also. That was also on the list of things that I played that I should have saved for a stream.
Oh well.
Amori's ending sequence is pretty fucking whack.
I mean, it was actually really weird.
It was
despite the fact that we played that game
surreal.
like a year ago at this point. A
Game's
couple weeks ago, I had a nightmare about it.
long. Well, you saw Matt playing it, and it
you know what?
reminded you.
I guess that is what happened. Yeah, huh?
I was gonna say, has anybody in the chat ever played Off?
Oh no! Hold on. We, here it goes. Yeah, down the rabbit hole.
Omori, like
into
that
the
for
RPG
me,
Maker games
back
we go.
way back when Omocat first announced that shit. Like back in like 2013, I was playing like RPG Maker horror games. Like I was playing Ib, the
No
Witch's
one's
House.
business.
Ib, the Witch's House. I was playing Off and stuff, and Off was just that was a weird game. It was really fun though. Like just one of the more bizarre things I've ever played, I guess. Like because I went into it knowing absolutely zero about it. It's fun.
Oh, is
Yes,
Off the baseball one?
Off is the baseball one.
Oh my
yes.
god,
It was a cool game.
that explains the shit
What's Winnie
posting
the
in the
Pooh?
Omori threads.
Yeah, literally like same vibes. It was cool though. I had a fun time with it.
Unfortunately, my list of games to play for streams is gutted because I'll never play a horror game.
Those are the stream
games.
games.
I mean, I'll play horror games on your channel.
I'm not gonna be there if you do it. I can't.
I know you can.
I can't do it.
That's alright.
I'll play
horror
Dead
games.
Space or something, right? Like whatever. That's fine.
No, I would love to do like a horror.
Damn,
horror
Race and
stream.
I
Like,
fucking played RE5 like right before we played Nocturne for the first time. What the fuck is that? No, thank you, Eder. What the fuck is that currency? MX, thank you, but what the hell? MX.
You just don't know.
It's Monster X.
That's a group, sir.
MX. Yeah, Battle Vice. The Nonary games are on the list, and so is
God,
Somnium Files.
dumb user. Fucking, I could barely handle Corpse Party, and I love.
I guess
like, gore
I'll
shit.
play RE6 at some point. See what that
Corpse
is.
Party is probably off the table. That game is f***ed up.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted me to play it.
Mexico Peso all over the third world. Cool.
I didn't know that it was actually MX for Peso. That's interesting.
We're gonna learn a lot. God, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Not weird. It's great, but it's so interesting seeing that we have so many people from around the world. Still hasn't set in. Still hasn't set in.
Do we have any Florida Boy regulars or no?
I swear to God,
couple.
half of our chat is from Florida, and then everyone else is from the far corners of the globe.
That's really funny.
And then Tacos in Texas.
That's right. That's right. We got a talker in Texas. That's right.
What the hell?
Okay, we got stuff to play, but I'll probably take a break for a couple of days to get the highlight video up to speed and figure out something to play. Might be able to fit a game or two in between now and when Monster Hunter comes out.
Break them out.
And
Should
what?
probably know this.
It comes out June 30th. And they just announced, like I said, they're putting in all the monsters I wanted to actually fight, so I'm pretty happy.
Say this though, that one guy, the one you most wanted, he kind of looks like a motherfucker.
Which one? Astalos or Seragios?
Astalos.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? They made motherfuckers when they made those.
It's true. It's true.
Mizutsune, motherfucker. Glavin is kind of a motherfucker. But yeah, I was like, okay, cool. These monsters I want to fight. Thank you. And then we all called it. We all called it. Magma Almudron. We knew it.
Well, it's funny because we were actually thinking Magma.
We wanted Magma Gossarog.
Gossarog. Yeah.
No, wait. No. Oh god.
Yeah.
Magma Almudron.
He looked like a fucker of mothers. Just an absolute fucking disaster of a monster that looks.
Fucking brains out. Jesus Christ. Almudron is the monster that I want to love the most, and I actually hate one of the most in that game.
Well, you will love him.
Fuck that guy.
I think a Mario RPG could be on the table.
Yeah, if it's me
Sure.
playing Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, if it's Brad playing Thousand Year Door, yeah.
I will play that game anytime. And I will not use any of my full heal, like the super shrooms, sort of like the 3 that you get.
Okay, tryhard,
Just fuck.
whatever. What do you have to
Just fuck.
prove?
Everything actually.
Oh, okay, you're right.
These people don't know me.
Yeah, whoa,
First impression.
caring that you can hunt with me, Noto. This is true. That was actually a pretty neat feature. I don't know what it'll fucking do, but it's cute. Anyway, guys, now that we've killed another hour after this game finished an hour and a half after we started the final trial.
Good thing we started early. Didn't want to go to 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, because now we can go get our gilded title.
Well, Kyle actually makes a good point. Alex, you probably would like Fallen Order.
I'd probably like Fallen Order.
If they fix all the bugs, then I definitely think that would actually be a good game to play through.
I'd play it.
That's a game that I did not finish because I got to God, what's the name of that planet? Kashyyyk?
That is one of the planets in the Star Wars universe.
That is one of the planets. I got to
one of the
Kashyyyk,
planets.
and the game was just fucking so busted. There were Wookiees T-posing everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay.
Man, Titanfall 3 win, man. God.
Didn't they basically say never at this point?
No, they said not never because they want to make it. They want as much goodwill as possible.
Yeah, they said not never, but Apex Legends also would be a fun game.
It don't got mechs. Give me the mechs.
You're talking to the mech guy.
It still might get
I want
mechs.
the mechs.
I want the mech. Yeah, but you're not gonna be in
mech.
them.
Right.
You're not gonna be- you're not gonna be in 'em.
Did
No,
they
no.
put Blisk in the game?
No.
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 It was
No,
just
they put Ash.
okay.
They put Ash
Ash
who
is in
has
the game.
Ronin's moveset,
Yes.
Right.
which is pretty fucking cool, mind you.
Pretty fucking cool.
Because they're ults phase dash with a sword, which is pretty tight.
Yes. I'll play Apex Legends again.
What's up, Ghastly? I'm all ears. This is good. I wanted to potentially do I've considered doing hangout streams like this where we just chat with people for an hour, but I don't want to. I would need something to like. I'm not showing you all my face. It's not like it would be like, you know, face cam. I can't afford one, and I'm ugly now.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what Rogue Galaxy is. I'd consider it. There's a couple of like old ass RPGs that I'd be like, yeah, I'd give it a try just to see.
System Shock.
But the thing is, when it comes to stream games, though, we haven't canceled any streams yet. But it's always possible we just start playing something and I go, I'm done.
We got real close with Sonic Adventure.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was Sonic Adventure was pretty bad. I was
You were
also
like,
pretty distraught because you guys were like not even watching it and
So,
just
to
like
be
talking
fair,
about stuff the whole time. But
as-
it was
as-
definitely during downtime and in
I-
like.
I-
Go on.
As it was the second game we streamed,
Yeah.
we just did the same thing we did for Nocturne.
It's true. It is.
We had no reason to do anything
it's
different.
true, and Nocturne better afforded it.
Yeah.
Whereas Sonic Adventure definitely did not.
We weren't
yeah.
ready to do like a narrative game.
It was still
yeah.
early on in
Wasn't
the,
the right mindset for it
in
also.
the
Yeah.
flow. But also that game kind of sucks. Game kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Sonic
yeah,
Adventure
kinda
2
do.
for life.
Sonic Adventure 2 for life.
For
That game
life.
is tight as fuck.
For live and learn. All right, guys.
And also learn.
Let's call it there because I've had to piss for the last hour and a half. And I don't know how I've held it this long. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the show. I'll have a highlight video out soon enough. And we'll see you next time. Take it easy, everyone. See ya!
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on. Guilty, guilty, guilty! Alright, see you guys.